Dot ball, finally.
Daddy. 160, 170. That's the type of score you need. It is a very cold evening. Look at even the Pakistan fielders. Sweaters out, hands in pockets. Come, an hour and a half into the evening, it will get colder. That will be another challenge to deal with.
I reckon they need more. I reckon they need something about 180, maybe even 190. Pakistan bowling first. They expect dew to set in. Finds it nicely down to third.
Get your 160, 165 first. They aim too high. Team that we know lose their way, and also those middle overs. Get your foundation right. 42 this partnership. Keep it going, and then you can go from there. Last ball of the power play.
The deep square leg and almost a deep gully on the fence. Mishara. Oh, swings and misses. So the power play.
सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार
बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml बॉटल फ्री। क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 8 लीटर बॉटल और जीतो लाखों 350 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री।
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं। बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी।
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
हैंडसम ग्लो चाहिए तो यूज कर विनसे 3x हैंडसम, जिसका ट्रिपल एक्शन फॉर्मूला दे लॉन्ग लास्टिंग ग्लो। विनसे 3x हैंडसम एक्सक्लूसिवली हिज।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दे। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैदा संभाल लेगा।
Pull shot in a little pocket, but just be the single. Interesting how they play this. Will they try and attack Abrar? Will try and hit him out of his length? Or just milk him?
Sri Lanka unchanged from the last game. Batting to come, there's Janik Linagay, Pawan Ratnayaka. We still to have a hit in T20 internationals. Janaka and Kusal Pereira.
On the leg side, just gets away with it. Just a single that time. Right now, all going to plan. So, flicker free for Sri Lanka. Flicker free moment. Download now and get assurance you need on your fingertips. Pulls it leg side and hits it pretty well. So just be the single. Not happy with himself, Mendes. He thought there was an opportunity to pierce that gap. Straightish mid wicket.
That's a hit it hard. The good thing is they're rotating the strike. Mishara has a massive role to play to support his senior partner and keep this partnership going. Not open the door for Pakistan.
He slows it up. Very slow.
Because he's got starts. Be a great opportunity even for him to establish himself at the top of the order. He can go on to convert that to a meaningful score.
Change of angle for Abrar. Goes round the wicket. Drags it leg side and gets the gap. One bounce into the fence.
Brilliant hit. Abrar going around, angling it at the pads. Perfect. Look at the front leg. Throws it way outside leg stump so he can play that slog sweep.
Seven of the over so far. And very slow this time into the offside. So the first over of spin has been dealt with. 50 partnership also raised. 66 for 1.
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ हर 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 330 ml बॉटल फ्री क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल्स और जीतो लाखों 330 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री।
अरे सुनो,
प्राइस तो सब राइट कर दिया।
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
पेपाक है तो ऐड टू कार्ट है। पेपाक है इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन, एनएटीएम, हर जगह चले। पेपाक आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवा।
कॉफी ओट मिल्क, अपना स्नैक इंप्रूव करो।
Got sort of a slightly short one, but that's the way he's operated in Pindi, just back of a length. Nothing in the full zone. Make sure that if you want to hit him, you hit him off the back foot. The ball doesn't really arrive off this surface too often.
Any operator bowls different lanes, slight change of pace. He'll watch what the batter is trying to do and then make the changes. Very good at bowling it far from the batter, making him fetch it.
Nicely played. He's got the gap. He's very good with that back cut boundary.
Nothing wrong with that delivery. It was just on a good length. Plays it off the stumps, Kusal Mendes. He's playing some wonderful shots.
At least to carry on. And Nawaz has just gone for 4.9 to the over in this tri-series. So if Sri Lanka can get hold of him, that just makes life difficult for Salman Ali Agha.
They really don't have to go after him. Make sure he doesn't bowl dot balls. You've got the boundary in the over. Knock it around you. For the next 2-3 overs, 8 and over, you accept. You can shake your head as much as you want.
Boring.
Bowling is not the point. It's about the win. It's about what you do smartly, not throw it away.
Entertainment business. Wide.
A-board. Nawaz bowling it away from the left hand, thinking he might come at him, which is very clever indeed, but Mishara was up to the task, read the line well.
Oh, brilliant! Down on one knee and smashes it all the way. Shows you how to play spin.
You're so right there, Baz. Let the ball come to you. Previous one, he left it alone. This one, Nawaz had to adjust. Bowled it closer. And what a hit. This is a good partnership. Sri Lanka doing lots of things right in this first part of the innings. Foundation set, now to build.
Yeah, putting pressure on the spinner. Salman Ali Agha now thinking about how to go about these middle overs. Couple of overs of spin so far. Goes wide again, pressure on.
That's what you mean by not go after the bowlers. Let them bowl to you. And it works for you today. Mishara, Kusal Mendes making some wonderful decisions.
This time down the leg side, quicker delivery, oh, brilliantly done. Salman Mirza saves the boundary. It was a faster ball, so pace was on.
Superb fielding. One-handed seam-up delivery. Oh yes. And the roll over, back of the shoulder, making sure no injuries. 15 off the over so far.
Now works at leg side, they'll cross over for a single. Fabulous from Sri Lanka. 16 off the first Nawaz over, 82 for one.
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
कोलगेट ने पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो कैविटीज का कोई चांस ही नहीं।
नया लाइफ पॉइंट नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत। मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल, नो मोर उलझे बाल।
दीपक कार्ड है?
फायदा है इन स्टोर ऑनलाइन एनएटीएम हर जगह चले दीपक आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं, बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी।
Big wicket, big wicket. Kusal Mendes on the back foot. That kept low. I don't think there's any point in reviewing that. Now this is what Abrar can do. He can get the ball to skip through. Not all that short. Previous over, he was able to get the pull shot away. But Abrar, that ability to deceive the batter with the pace of the pitch working. But a very good knock from Mendes. He goes for 40. Sri Lanka 82 for 2.
Russell Pereira, he's a dangerous bat. Sri Lanka need him to fire today. Abrar with the breakthrough yet again. He's been so good in white ball for Pakistan. Able to just deceive Mendes with the length ball, just skid it off the surface, come in front.
Kusal Pereira's off the mark. Well, good length. A lot of players look to play off the back foot. But Abrar, he's a different type of bowler. He's got the ability. He's got the skill to get that ball to skip through. Beats him for pace.
And now Pakistan will squeeze. This is where Sri Lanka have to navigate through.
That's what happens. You get an opportunity, you strangle the opposition, and Pakistan are good at that, spinners especially.
KFC, flip the bucket challenge. All you have to do is flip the bucket as fast as you can onto your head, and you win KFC finger-licking good prizes. Just 2 runs off the first 4 deliveries. Suddenly, it's a different ball game. Abrar with the wicket, and he's making sure that he gives away nothing. It's over a wicket and 2 runs. He'd like to close it off. That's not the way he thinks. He thinks wickets. He'll be thinking, how can I get Pereira out? Slows it up, turns into the leg side. A terrific over from Abrar. It is 85 for 2.
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं। बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी। इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
सोने जैसा ग्लो और आज भी वही ग्लो सिर्फ मिलता है विद पार्ले गोल्ड ग्ले ब्यूटी फेस वॉश से। सोने जैसी स्किन विद पार्ले गोल्ड ग्ले ब्यूटी फेस वॉश।
कॉफी ओट मिल्क, अपना स्नैक इंप्रूव करो। अरे सुनो,
ब्राइट तो सब राइट कर दिया। खाना बनाओ मैजिकल।
Oh, chance! Oh, direct hit might have got him. Pakistan very confident.
Try to direct it. We have a review for run out at the striker end. Can I have a side on angle for this, please? Roll it back, please. Back behind the popping crease. Batsman made his ground, satisfied before his bails off. Ready to make my decision for the big screen.
No run there. Pereira gets a dive now. At full stretch, he's not got a great shoulder. He's had an operation on it. Hopefully he'll be fine.
On the leg side, doesn't beat short fine. It was a poor delivery. And Barrel be very disappointed because it was a boundary ball. A direct hit is what was needed.
Good work from Babar. At the top across his body, that gave Pereira the time.
Gets it past cover. He's very strong off the back foot through the offside.
Sri Lanka needed that boundary. But since the fall of Kusal Mendis' wicket, it was just getting a little tight. That deserved to be hit. It was so short from the captain.
In the air. Just chipped away. It was the edge. Just gets lucky.
Perfectly placed, Bazin. Couldn't do it any better.
Just got the single. Should have got two then if he placed it well enough. Incorrect EV, Pakistan's smartest hatchback EV Incorrect Zio is up for grabs for the most electrifying batter of the series. Incorrect Zio, charge fast, drive smart, on and off the pitch. Cuts it through the offside, will just be the single. It has been a good 10 overs for Sri Lanka. They've got to 93 for 2, and it is time for drinks.
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल। कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ हर 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml बॉटल फ्री। क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल्स और जीतो लाखों 350 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री।
हैंडसम लग रहा ना? हैंडसम ग्लो चाहिए तो यूज कर विनसे 3x हैंडसम, जिसका ट्रिपल एक्शन फॉर्मूला दे लॉन्ग लास्टिंग ग्लो। विनसे 3x हैंडसम, एक्सक्लूसिवली हिज।
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो शॉपिंग बेशुमार है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन, एनएटीएम, हर जगह चले, फायदे पे फायदा दे। पेपाक आज ही अपने बैंक से
Wear your attitude. Darren Sami by Oscar Ali.
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं, बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी।
तो शॉपिंग बेशुमार है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन, एनएटीएम, हर जगह चले, फायदे पे फायदा दे। पेपाक आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
अरे सुनो, प्रैक्टिस और राइट कर देगा।
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और का।
हैंडसम बन लो ना। हैंडसम ग्लो चाहिए तो यूज कर विनसे 3x हैंडसम, जिसका ट्रिपल एक्शन फॉर्मूला दे लॉन्ग लास्टिंग ग्लो। विनसे 3x हैंडसम एक्सक्लूसिवली हिज।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा।
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो ऐड टू कार्ट है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन, एनएटीएम, हर जगह चले, पेपाक आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा। अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं, बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी।
It was an offer, not a full pitch delivery that went to the boundary, and change of pace in terms of the bowling now. Saim Ayub, seventh bowler used tonight for Pakistan. Mohammad Nawaz just the one over, went for 16 with the left-handers out there not continuing with him. Salman Aliaha. Better option this in terms of Saim Ayub to the right-handers. It's time for Pakistan's leading home appliance brand, Super Asia. Shop online, got the magic of one touch.
Yeah, the quest for the skipper is to go with his game plan A. In 10 overs, you don't expect, or 11, that you'd have used all these bowlers. But you have a look at Fahim, he's gone for 16 first one. Same story for Nawaz. And so he's now trying to kind of mitigate for that. Out! Short! Caught into the hands of backward point. Nawaz takes the catch. And the skipper's ploy works.
Yeah, you can see by the cheeky smile Salman Aliaga had on his face. It was short, it was wide, it could have been put away. But the only place Kusal Perez put this away is into the safety net of Mohammad Nawaz. Didn't quite get the elevation to go over, couldn't keep it on the ground either. He goes for 6 tonight, Sri Lanka 96 for 3.
नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत। मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल, नो मोर उलझे बाल।
In at 5, Janeth Lianage. Seventh bowler paying dividends for Pakistan. A big wicket as well in the context. Kusal Pereira.
Yeah, left-handers out there would have said, right, I've got to go to my offs. He bowled himself. Salman Aliaga and his bowling Saeed Mayub now. Happy to see that Janeth Lianage comes in, because he might be able to go back to Nawaz at some point. 11 done, 98 for 3, clawing back. It just goes too early on this. It's into the pitch. He expects it to come through quickly, and what he's trying to do is get that behind. But on a slow one where it might be just a touch sticky, you've got to pay special care to that. Let it come. Picks out backward point.
All 824K gold green, beauty green. All 824K gold green, beauty green.
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml बॉटल फ्री क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉर
Once again, just in the air. But his timing is very good. Up and over, and also brings up the 100 for Sri Lanka.
Great skills from Mishara, who's got the pace of this pitch. Doesn't look to overhit that. Picks the gap, times it, and it gets it away. 4 runs, nobody in the open spaces there. And instead of looking leg side with the turn, happy to keep his options open. On 41 now, so accustomed to the pace of the pitch, or lack of pace thereof.
Just look at the way the surface is played. The slower the spinners have bowled, it just gripped and turned. Example of that, the wicket of Kusal Pereira just held up in the surface. Hit it in front of square as well. The variation in pace eventually turn into how much the ball turns here on the surface. 3 games on it already.
I wonder if there was just a discussion, I don't know if you heard it, about short mid-wicket and whatever, Nawaz and Salman. They'd want to leave it open to the right-hander, invite him into there.
Well, you're all invited. It is tomorrow, the 28th of November. Neelofer on screens. Combination and a partnership that has worked brilliantly and is going to be in action once again. Fawad Khan and Myra Khan on screens. Get your tickets now.
Yeah, needs to use all of his skills here, Nawaz, because Mishara is after him. He's going to try and put him under pressure, and he has to, for the team, for himself, keep the board going. His matchup so as to ensure that he dominates this battle. And Nawaz is just trying to get him off strike each time.
Into that open leg side. No fielder inside the ring in front of square on the leg side. All Lianage has to do is just drop it there, and there is a single available. So the boundary on the very first ball, followed up by 4 singles.
They'll also be doing their own assessment, the Pakistanis, as they go about this, in terms of where the score is with regard to getting to par or above par.
Catches the call. Slightly uppish once again. Mohammad Wasim Jr. will do the clean-up job on the boundary. So good over for Sri Lanka. 10 off it. 108 for 3.
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ हर 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml बॉटल फ्री क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल्स और जीतो लाखों 350 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री।
हैंडसम लग रहा हूं ना?
हैंडसम ग्लो चाहिए तो यूज कर विन से 3x हैंडसम जिसका ट्रिपल एक्शन फॉर्मूला दे लॉन्ग लास्टिंग ग्लो। विन से 3x हैंडसम एक्सक्लूसिवली हिज।
At the toss, as Dasun Shanuka said, 150, 160. Looks a better surface than that. Shot selection has been good, but there is also assistance for the spinners. Home safely. Rebowl that time, but you're just losing the radar. Looking to fire that one in 100 Ks. That previous delivery.
I think he thought he was coming at him. He thought, I'll get you down the leg side. Keeper did well to get it, actually, in the end.
Couple runs into the big open spaces. Mishara playing a really good hand, 47. Well, Tapalti will always help him. Cold conditions here in Rawalpindi. Tapalti Lounge. Pakistani cricket fans join Pakistan's finest. Very good. Running the first one hard, always looking to put pressure on the fielders.
Enjoyed the way he's played Mishara. Kind of played a bit like he's a basher. But today there's been a bit of touch to the way he's gone about things, working singles.
Up in the air. And all the way. That is a glorious hit to bring up the second T20 I-50 for Kamil Mishara. And it is a knock that has held great value for Sri Lanka tonight.
Really well played from Kamil Mishara. Overpitched, sees it, and bang, away it goes. No hesitation whatsoever, fully committed, and puts it away, showing the other side of his game.
Follows up with a single. Maneuverability with the bat, the angles he's created, looking to play the ball late, opens the bat face. Along with the 5 4s and the 2 6s, has been a very good knock.
Yeah, just at the start, felt that he might have just relinquished the role of smashing it away to Patim Nisanka, and I think that helped him because he was then controlling his shots and not looking to be the aggressor. And because of that, kind of worked his way into the innings. And he's got going now, and he's going great guns. 122 for 3.
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
कोलगेट दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो कैविटीज का कोई चांस ही नहीं।
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं। बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी।
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Fahim Ashraf now in for his second. Ian Rameez did that pitch report. You showed the amount of deviation off the surface, and more importantly off that length. Fahim Ashraf is the sort of the bowler, he normally bowls cross seam, likes to roll his fingers over. Those kind of conditions might actually suit him.
Yeah, he's got to first hit that length. There's a particular area where there are quite a few of those cracks, and it's been used again this pitch. And in the previous game, hitting a particular length made it difficult. But one side was able to hit the area more regularly. And tonight there's also been another one of those stories. Nice shot. Oh, playing beautifully. Have a look at the control. He's not trying to whack that. He's just helped it on its way. Talking about areas, good length area. Four to 6 meters, and actually further away from the stumps than that, sort of in the 5 to 6 areas where you want to be.
At the moment coming, Mishara seems to have an answer to everything. The previous delivery, the first two have been slow ones. Not looking to overt any delivery, on pace deliveries also being timed. Great partnership as well, now building 30 of 18 between the two.
He just hasn't found his radar today. I'm talking about groupings, and you're talking about sort of changing things up, but on a pitch where you've already got enough, you don't need to. There's a consistency that's required, and he hasn't been today. He's been kind of wide and too full and then too short. Everything sort of, I remember one ball going into the area actually. There's another, that's not too far off.
Always 100% confidence moment without any dandruff. Hello, hair. Now with the amount of assistance in the surface, come back to the fundamentals, keep it simple. Hammer down on that length, keep the stumps in play. Change of pace. About seamless pitch map, we saw what worked for Sri Lanka versus Zimbabwe a couple of nights ago. Look at where Pakistan is all over the shop. They've been short, they haven't really hit that 6 to 8 meter length, but also been very wide.
Yeah, just missed it short, and I think it's in an effort to hit it. And sometimes in trying to hit the pitch, you drag too short. And it then allows opportunities to score for your opposition, and that's what's happened here, and Sri Lanka have taken those. 129 for 3.
अरे सुनो राइट तो सब राइट कर देगा एक बार कार्ड है
तो फायदा है इन स्टोर ऑनलाइन एनीटीएम हर जगह चले दीपक आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
कॉफी ओट मिल्क अपना स्नैक इंप्रूव करो।
नया लाइफ पॉइंट नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत। मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल, नो मोर उलझे बाल।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा।
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और का।
This is well. Bit of air then for me.
Air out the ball.
Yeah, shot a little bit, the batsman. Just hear the discussion from behind the stumps. He's looking to throw it wider. Field set for that purpose as well.
The intensity is something I was kind of looking to watch tonight. One from Sri Lanka because of do or die game the game before, and so having to raise themselves once again today. But then also from a Pakistan perspective, who have qualified, and this game is basically a free hit for them. Doesn't matter, they're not affected. And certainly not tonight. Yeah, and I'd say they're not quite there. Just each bowler sort of turn up and not quite starting the way they normally do. Oh, Wickets mobile selfie moment. You love a selfie, don't you?
Got me confused with my friend. Friend was missing in action. Zainab Abbas. It's an art for me, taking the correct selfie. What a shot. What a shot. Very quick to bounce onto the back foot. But then once again, the timing of the bat has been impeccable. And it is all very good cricketing shots. Watch this. That is very good.
Yeah, I'll go back to that word control. And you watch him as he hits the ball. On just about all his shots tonight, you couldn't accuse him of trying to overhit. They'll be proud of him. In Colombo, the nondescripts, he'll be very happy with what he's doing here. Mishara, 65 from 43. Popular club. One of the best, I'm told, by a certain gentleman at the back of the box.
And you'll hear from him shortly as well. The gentleman in the back of the box. 15 done, 137 for 3.
मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं। बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी। इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैदा सामान देगा।
पार्ले आयुर्वेदिक क्रीम ब्लीच में मौजूद नेचुरल इंग्रेडिएंट्स। पार्ले आयुर्वेदिक क्रीम ब्लीच 50 रुपए की प्राइस में। अब आम क्रीम ब्लीच क्यों?
Oh, narrowly missed the stumps. It's about getting the control back as far as Pakistan are concerned, but Sri Lankans are beautifully set up to get a 180 here.
And these are good signs though. The slow balls, change of pace, gripping somewhat. Last 5 overs, 10 and over, 187. That will be a very good score on this pitch. Well placed to get there. Now Mishara, he's brought a balance, not only trying to hit the ball hard, but hitting the gaps has been the difference.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Read the pace on that one very cleverly. And Fahim Ashraf has been of late about variation, about slackening the pace and changing and altering the length. This was beautifully read by the bowler. The off-cutter put away for 4.
Was boundary for Lianege. Mishara striking it so well. Probably might think last few overs go for boundaries, go for the big shots, but I would think get Mishara on strike because he's in such good touch. Don't leave him at the non-strikers and get him to strike.
Well, that hardly bounce. Slower than the slow. We've got to look at Fahim Ashraf, what he has produced, the analysis, the change of pace, the length to go with variations. When you're looking to hit the ball hard, I think change of pace is the way to go. The slow pace can get you out of trouble. Talking to the coach after the drinks break, just try to set the compass back. Another play and a miss.
It's my point. No dot balls. Just get off strike. Fielders are sitting on the circle. Every ball is a single. You've already got a boundary. A runner ball gets you 8, 9 and you're on your way rather than inviting pressure here.
Wickets in hand, and that will work well for Sri Lanka. Moving forward in the last 5 overs of the innings. Pakistan being pushed back. Fielders coming from the edge of the ring. Well, there's a lot of action on the field, there's action off the field as well. Where the rightful garam chai. A party moment.
Best thing to have on a cold evening. Single digits the temperature. It will cool down further.
Big shot. Is it a big shot that's dropped? It is dropped. Salman Ali Agha is usually a safe fielder. Had to run towards his left and he's grasped it. And that could be costly for Pakistan. 144 for 3.
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
कोलगेट दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो कैविटी का कोई चांस ही नहीं।
तो शॉपिंग बेशुमार है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन एंड एटीएम हर जगह चले। फायदे पे फायदा दे। दीपक आज ही अपने बैंक से डरवा।
हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ हर 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml बॉटल फ्री। क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल और जीतो लाखों 350 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री।
Abrar to bowl his last over. The ball is skidded off the surface quite nicely onto the bat. This should have been held because he made all the work ready to get around that one, and somehow I think it's a cold night, cold evening, and so they're using the hand warmers, but it's just not usual for even the Pakistanis. That's a flick for 6. That's gone all the way, I think. 50 partnership comes up as a result of that thunderous blow.
150 on the board as well. What a tremendous hit. That's gone a long way. The crack of the whip. Well, he dropped him just now. The next one goes for a 90-meter 6. Kamil Mishara. Well, if Sri Lanka looking for a new hero, here's one.
That's his highest in T20 is Mishara, 75 of 46. Not only holding this innings together, but now you see the pace being generated as well. Right, yeah, you got to be careful. That is excellent thinking from the Sri Lankan player. It was Mohammad Wasim, and we know that he's got a rocket arm. So, well thought out.
I think it was the keeper's fault. On the stump mic, you could hear him egging Wasim on, and that's what switched the batsman's mind on to who the fielder was.
That's good batting. Can't hit a 4, make sure that the strike is handed back to Mishara. Yeah, pick a free moment for some of the fans. Download the app and get the insurance you need on your fingertips. Slow ball, that's gone up in the air. Mohammad Wasim doesn't drop it. Abrar has struck and he's removed a very important player for the Sri Lankans because Mishara was going great and absolutely got out at the wrong time.
Sure is the wrong time. It's a length that he does like. It's a length that he's put away very nicely. But Abrar has bowled this so slow that he just couldn't get his timing right. But he's played his part. Kamil Mishara, brilliant 76. Sri Lanka 153 for 4.
राबिया का बेस्ट फ्रेंड, उसका कैमरा।
वाह!
और कितना खींचोगी?
अम्मी, दुनिया को पाकिस्तान की अलग तस्वीर दिखानी है, उसकी खूबसूरती की। जब तक दिखाऊंगी नहीं, रुकूंगी नहीं।
मैं इसके ख्वाबों के बीच किसी को नहीं आने दूंगी, जरासीम को भी नहीं। इसीलिए लाइफ बॉय।
बड़े ख्वाबों को दे लाइफ बॉय की बड़ी हिफाजत, तो दे जरासीम से 100% यकीनी हिफाजत।
अम्मी, मेरी पाकिस्तान की तस्वीर जीत गई।
They need a very meaty innings here from him. On strike. Oh, was that an inside edge on that one? Wrong gun, not read. 153 for 4.
अरे सुनो, ट्रैक तो सब राइट कर दिया ना?
नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू, मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ, जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत। मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल, नो मोर उलझे बाल। तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम, टपाल रानेदार का एक और कप।
पेपाक है तो ऐड टू कार्ट है। पेपाक है इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन एंड एटीएम, हर जगह चले पेपाक। आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवा।
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना
You see this now from Pakistan. They'll alter the pace, change the pace, and not give anything to the batsmen really to handle themselves properly. No seam up, it seems. Was there an inside edge? The wrong and not picked. Neighbour stumps that delivery, but not an inside edge, I think. That's lifted for a run over the infield. What did the ultra edge suggest? Ultra edge doesn't move.
At least a 180, 185 is what's ideal. With 6 wickets in hand, and going along nicely. Leading is still to find his timing. Shanaka, well, here's the key. He's in at the right time.
Need one good over for 15. Pace on and nicely played away for a run.
First 2 balls were slow balls, super soft, super soft.
Clean, super soft, cleans like a dream.
Say it clean you as well. Clean. Premium detergent powder. Well, he bowled a quicker one to Shanaka, who's new at the crease. But the batter who's been there, change of pace.
Inside edge, they'll do it nicely. Runs and hits the fence. Inside edge, did the job.
Yeah, relief for Sri Lanka. But it's so strange that each time there's extra pace on offer, either via the middle of the bat or an edge, it seems to be finding the boundary.
That's the advantage of having 6 wickets in the tank, because you can go out there and feel free to hit everything out of the park. I'm sure he'll go again. Lanka. Yeah, no timing on that one. Once again, no pace on the ball.
Pawan Ratnayaka, Hasaranga to come. I would have Hasaranga coming in next. Senior man who can strike it well. Pavan Ratnayak playing his second T20 internationals but didn't get a hit the other day because of the brilliance of Pathum Nissanka. Yeah, it's Hasaranga who will probably come in next.
Yeah, pace on, misses the ball. Ends on a good ball, 160 for 4.
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी हिफाजत।
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम, टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
सोने जैसा ग्लो और आज भी वही ग्लो सिर्फ मिलता है विद पार्ले गोल्ड ग्ले ब्यूटी फेस वॉश से। सोने जैसी स्किन विद पार्ले गोल्ड ग्ले ब्यूटी फेस वॉश।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा।
Now they have the advantage. 160 for the loss of 4. Salman Mirza coming on to bowl. He's bowled well, 1 for 18. Near single down the ground.
They played spin better, Ramesh, that's the difference. They played spin a lot better. Over number 6, that's the power play, 58 for none. The next 6 overs was the key, but they've always been losing their way. They scored 50, lost 2 wickets, but going at 8.5 in that period, you take that, you're happy with it. Now it's about the flurry. 3 overs, 24. In the last few overs, you'd like that to be at least 10, 11 and over.
Oh, that's gone. Up in the air for 6. Beautifully timed. It wasn't such a bad ball, but made into 1 because of that wonderful power. Hitting it off the back foot. I initially thought that he got cramped just a little bit, but look at that shot. Powered over the rope for 6.
The noise of the bat made me feel that he hadn't got the timing either. That's right off the middle. Mirza's first 3 overs, brilliant. Slower ball doing the trick, but this time it goes for 6.
Big shot down the ground on the bounce to the fielder at long on. I thought Mishara was the key for them doing so well in the middle phase of the innings because he was striking the ball so well. It was an intelligent innings also. He didn't get out. Played spin very nicely. At the toss, Shanaka did mention a score of around 160. Well, it's gone over 160. May end up to be a 180 score. That will definitely test Pakistan with the bat if they get 180.
At least a couple. But for Pakistan's point of view, Ramesh, 180, 185, even if they concede, I think it's a good thing. Test themselves in a chase, a good chase. But they got nothing to lose in this particular scenario. They're in the finals already. It's about working more on roles, confidence, and they really haven't been challenged in this tournament so far.
I think if Sri Lanka win today, there'll be a handful in the final also because they will then have the flow in rhythm. And it's such an important game in so many ways for them. And a knockout game will have its own impact, its own mechanics. That's a lot better. That last ball, the Yorker, fired just a little bit wider.
Seven balls remaining. I think this ball's a free hit. Lianage has to find the boundary. He's going at just over run a ball. Managed to find the boundary on 2 occasions. One was a bottom edge.
Played away on the bounce to the fielder, only be a single. Ideally, Shanaka should have been on strike, not to be. Last 6 balls of the innings to come 171 for 4.
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
कोलगेट दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैदा सामान लेगा।
Yeah, they had to run. They had to run. Oh, he misses the stumps. Wasim Junior trying to hit the stumps just a little too hard. Importantly, strike is with Shanika.
Probably a wide. I was initially thinking Lianage went across, but not really. That's when the bowler gets the margin of that wide line moving way across. All 3 to aim at Wasim.
Here we go then. Wait for the action. Here it comes. Oh, it's hitting on the throat. Trying a ramp shot, and that must have hurt him. Probably caught his collarbone, I'm not too sure, but aid is in.
One thing's for sure, he's never gonna try a ramp ever again. He's got it straight on to his throat. Both fielders behind square. Oh. I'm surprised he's still standing there, because this is Wasim Junior bowling at 140 plus.
I think the shot was definitely on. Simpering about his health, and so it allowed a little bit of time for Pakistan to get into a small little huddle. Clarity is what is needed at this stage for a bowler. So you've got to really, when you're at the top of your mark, you've got to really then decide what you want to bowl. You can't change the delivery, the length halfway through. So it's important that Wasim Junior is clear in his head what he wants to bowl. Full toss, belted down the ground. He'll make it to the fence. That's such a good shot.
Similar delivery he tried, that ramp. And a Shanaka, especially when he's strong down the ground like this, better off backing himself there. 140 plus again from Wasim. 1 bounce for 4.
Goes wider of the stumps. Tries to bowl a cutter. It's been widened by the umpire. So it's not his natural go-to delivery. Wasim Junior at times struggles with variations. His best ball is the Yorker at pace. Undone by this good hitting from Shanika on 12. 3 balls left in the innings, and Sri Lanka will be pretty happy with how they've marched on in this innings.
Square leg in the circle and long off sneaks out.
Oh, that's slash, that's hammered for 4. Great timing from the right-hander. Captain is playing a brilliant innings there. What a shot that was.
He probably couldn't get this delivery pace because of the change in the field, and I think Shanaka knew that. Waited, wide-ish third man and deep extra cover. He got the length. Massive 2 balls remaining in the innings.
Sri Lanka 181 and counting. Oh, that's another wide. He's obviously under pressure here, just trying to keep the ball away from batsman's reach. Shanika playing a very fine innings there. 16 of 8. And the crowd's gone just a little bit quiet.
Well, let them know that if Pakistan chase this down, they're having a fabulous evening.
Yeah, this is what he wanted. Finally gets it right. Yorker at a wider angle.
Since the 15th over, that's the last 5 overs, 45 runs have been scored by Sri Lanka. If they break this innings down, that's where they'll feel they could have done a little bit better. Way too many dot balls. 55, 60 would have been fabulous. Last ball then, Shanaka on strike.
Oh, we'll have to reload again, and so trying to find out how good he is under pressure, and so think tank, I'm sure we'll have a word with Wasim Jr. because with World Cup round the corner, if he is to be used in the last part of the bowling innings, then he's got to buckle up and be just a little bit more smarter than this. Not for 38, he is in 3.5. Miscue. Liange wants 2, and Babar Azam throws the ball at the keeper's end. It's a run out, but Sri Lanka would be very happy with the end result because this is such a good total for Pakistan to be challenged. 184 for the loss of 5 now in 20 overs, with Shanaka playing a blinder. 17 he got in no time, and they had to take this impossible second, and well, there's a massive communication gap. And Liange was keen, captain wasn't, and so he's run out. And so Sri Lanka, when it matters most, have got runs on the board. 184 for the loss of 5.
I think it's Liange who's run out, but he did the right thing. Try and get every extra run. Shanaka initially wanted it, then he bailed out, but he's played wonderfully well though. Good end to Pakistan. 13 runs off that last over. 3 wides from Wasim if you want to be critical of him. But otherwise, the last 5 overs, I think Pakistan have done really well. 47 only conceded. When teams have wickets in hand, you generally go for a lot more. This is to make out who's been run out. Oh, it's Shanaka.
I don't know why he didn't run for that second run, Sri Lankan skipper. He just froze. The intention was when he was taking the first run that he would chance his luck and come back for the second, not to be. But anyway, Sri Lankans have got runs on the board, and it's Pakistan who will have to bat well to win this contest. If they win, Sri Lankans are out of this Tri Nations final. But right now, it's Sri Lanka. They've done the homework, the hard work, with Mishara leading them with a scintillating 76. Liange 24 of 24, and Shanaka there in the end with a cameo, 17 of 10.
Played the spinners a lot better. Sri Lanka, Nawaz wicketless and only 2 overs. Abrar as usual, 2 for 28. Mirza's first spell was outstanding. He picked up a wicket, and so did Saim Ayub.
Right, second is Mishara with him.
Thank you so much. We got Kamil Mishara here. Mishara, your knock, absolutely amazing, especially when you lost Pratham Nissanka early. Just run us through what was your plan.
I was thinking to play just my normal game, so I was going to build my innings with the team want. So yeah.
You've been playing a lot of games on the other pitch. Now, how did you find this one? Was it any different, keeping your batting and the style in mind?
I just normally play game normal, so a little bit calm. Yeah.
All right, looking at the score, your captain mentioned at the toss that maybe 150, 160 will be a good score out here. So I guess you'll be pretty happy with that 24-run cushion.
Obviously, yes, because our bowling hitting was brilliant in the last game, so yeah.
Well, enjoyed your batting and good luck with the rest of the game.
Thanks so much.
Played really well, held the innings together and gave them the injection of speed as well. Right, the target for Pakistan is 185 in 20 overs at 9.25 RPO. Should be an excellent run chase this. to make it count. If they don't make it count, then that's it for them in the tri-series. But final words from Shana. The plans would have been sorted out. Now the execution has to be perfect because Pakistan will fancy their chances. He's got a good batting wicket. The ball has come on to the bat. So it won't be that simple for Sri Lanka. They got runs on the board, but it's not a kind of total which you think is not chaseable. We saw a couple of nights ago, it was Sri Lanka who chased down very comfortably. And if there's a little bit of dew, might just slip in the pitch. Chanaka needs to lead his side well. And he knows that it's one final time. And he really needs his team to stand up. And that'll be a great practice to go into the final, winning back-to-back games. Ruud Mumtaz with me. Ruud has been a decent surface, so you expect this to be quite a pitch where boundaries are scored.
And the talking point throughout this tri-series has been the typical Rawalpindi surface or not, but this one's played really well. There was a little bit of hole when the spinners, in particular Abrar and Saim, bowled slower through the air. Brings in Hasaranga and Tikshana, who will be very key. Pakistan, they've got a few men in form, especially the man on screen, Sajada Farhan. Got a couple of 50s in the tournament, got a partner at the other end who also is a very good striker off the ball. And if the two of them get on their merry way and make use of the power play up front, Saim Ayub and Sajada Farhan, this total on this particular surface definitely chaseable. That's why the game for Sri Lanka and a do or die will do them two favors in terms of confidence, back-to-back victories, important one to make it to the final. Also a lot of their men coming into form at right at the time they require.
Tishana got a couple of wickets in the previous game. He'll be key up front. First delivery, Saibzada Farhan on strike. A little bit of swing that he does get with the new ball.
He was the one who set the tone for Sri Lanka a couple of days ago against Zimbabwe. Tikshana picked up the opener, in fact, both openers in that game. Bowled quicker through the air, the natural angle. Zimbabwe batters could not pick him in terms of which way the ball was going to turn.
Pulled away impressively, straight to the fence. Saim gets off the mark with a boundary.
Just there, that shot, that ball, an affirmation on the surface being a good one. It is a touch short, the one that turns into the left-hander. Saim very quick to pounce on the length. Hits it way in front of square and off the mark with a boundary.
Full this time, the drift away from Saim. And Sri Lanka want a good power play. They don't want to concede too many. The side haven't played T20 cricket too well in the recent past. So need to get off to a start with the ball. Doesn't get it through.
Sri Lanka bowling performance in that previous game was also good, restricting Zimbabwe to a subpar total, but their batting came good. Now the first half of this game, batting has done its job. Rasan Shanaka at the toss has repeatedly said areas of improvement, all three facets. Like to repeat the performance with the ball. With the home side, which is on a running form in terms of 5 games, just under a touch of pressure.
Doesn't get it through either. There's a little hesitation. It was hit hard. Didn't get it through. Saim wanted a single. Saibzada Farhan, well, he wasn't having any of it. Loud call. 3 times he said no. And in the end, it was suffice. Sign the disappointment of missing out twice. 2 deliveries on the offside. Normally very good through the offside, but he's hit the field. This time again, brilliant stop. He thought it was through, but not so.
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
कोलगेट ने पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो कैविटी का कोई चांस नहीं।
पेपर कार्ड है तो फायदा है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन एंड एटीएम, हर जगह चले पेपर। आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
Parle Ayurvedic Cream Bleach में मौजूद नेचुरल इंग्रेडिएंट्स। Parle Ayurvedic Cream Bleach 50 रुपए की प्राइस में। अब आम क्रीम ब्लीच क्यों? नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ, जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत। मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल, नो मोर उलझे बाल।
Just something slipped out, but Pran is a boundary hitter, and he's very good with that leg side pull shot or the slog sweep. He's hit down the ground and stood tall. He's hit the ball hard, so you expect him to hit in front of the wicket rather than behind. Doesn't get it through the offside. Few drives that he's played, not got a lot of result.
Make that 3 now, right out of the meat of the bat. Timing very good. On all 3 occasions, Saim Ayub has found the fielder. The sort of player that he'll continue to play his strokes, more of timing, more of placement with Saim Ayub as opposed to Saibzada Farhan. What this combination does for Pakistan is dovetails very nicely within the way the two of them approach. Yes, they're always looking to put the pressure onto the bowler. They will all both play their shots. The right-hand combination in the area and the target just make it touch difficult for the bowling side to settle.
Oh, beats him. That was so close. Change of pace. Simon, you trying to whip it leg side.
Well, this is a peach. An absolute peach, and marginally away from clipping the stumps. That is a beauty of a delivery. So a touch slow through the air. Candace and Shanaka, the skipper, followed up.
Box it away leg side. First 3 deliveries, just a 1 run. Shanaka has been good in this over. Bank Kalfala with its 1100 plus branches. Open your current account from your nearest branch to enjoy various free services. Earn orbit rewards by maintaining and growing your balance. Right now, Sri Lanka banking on Shanaka to provide a wicket up front. With Saibzada Farhan, deep square leg and a long on. Shanaka, give him pace or not. His tight lines.
Look at the way Saibzada Farhan bats. You saw in that bag and wheel as well, sitting right on top of the charts in terms of the most runs scored in this tournament. Yes, he's very good down the ground, but it's not conventional in terms of coming onto the front foot and using the vertical bat face. Even when he's hitting the ball down the ground, he's still hanging onto the back foot. It's more of a horizontal shot or a horizontal bang down the ground. His numbers through the series.
Backs away, gets it through the offside. Only just, but doesn't matter. Boundary.
He can afford to smile now because that ball has found the fence. Moved early, gave himself room on the offside to open up the offside, but look how close this is. Not as much as we thought, Bal. The bowler seemed to feel it was far more close than what it was. Very good time stroke in the end. Maybe that's why Sajjada Farhan has got a bit of a chuckle. He's not quite sure why Dasan Shanaka thought that was close.
Slower, but doesn't matter. It's been pumped away, past extra. Back-to-back boundaries to end the second 15 without loss.
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो कहीं से भी और कभी भी
Backs away almost. That's just bounced over the stumps.
This is a lovely competition between bat and ball. Living dangerously here, Saim Ayub. Gives himself way too much room. He's almost gone so far behind. And bounce of Tikshana has just saved Saim Ayub there.
This time over the top. He had enough of driving it to the field, so he's taken the aerial route.
A quicker delivery and Saim Ayub stands his ground here. From 90 Ks, he goes up to 101 Ks and Saim Ayub with the pace on delivery hits it through the line. The surface is very good, which is just allowing the batters to play their strokes. That has just called for a mini meeting between the top heads of the Sri Lankan contingent. Kusal Mendes in there as well, Dasan Shanaka. What do they come up with? And remember, yes, they've got the runs. Pakistan require north of 9 runs and over. If the surface continues to play the way it has, Sri Lanka need to impact the game now in the power play.
This time gets it through the offside. He's had a few tries, one over the top. This one pierces the gap between extra and mid-off.
Last 5 deliveries, 16 runs. A couple of boundaries to close Dasan Shanaka's over out. And now back-to-back boundaries to Tikshana from Saim Ayub. Once again over-pitched with on offer. He's hit a few fielders there on a few occasions. This time finds a gap.
Leg side. 3 and 3. The sweep shot now.
Make that 20 runs in the last 6 deliveries. 5 boundaries now, 3 on the bounce here. And all in 3 very different directions. Pakistan well and truly in control and Saim Ayub showing his full array of shots. Just feel with Sri Lanka, it's been hit and miss with the length. Either it's been too short or too full. Hasn't been consistent pressure in terms of that length, that good length in line with the stumps. Because of that, man on screen has found it very difficult. Now a fielder drops to deep backward square. Protection is now square of the wicket on the leg side.
Pick up flatter. Just a single. These boundaries really enjoyed by the crowd and by the Pakistan squad. First one over the top. Second one piercing the field. Went slightly wider then into the pitch, but nothing really in terms of being able to stop those boundaries now. Yes, Pakistan squad, the crowd enjoying this. And also Zimbabwe squad probably sitting in their hotel watching the TV, enjoying this so far. 28 without loss.
अरे सुनो ब्राइट तो सब राइट कर दिया
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ हर 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml बॉटल फ्री क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल्स और जीतो लाखों 350 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री।
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल नो मोर उलझे बाल
हैंडसम ग्लो चाहिए तो यूज कर विनसे 3x हैंडसम जिसका ट्रिपल एक्शन फॉर्मूला दे लॉन्ग लास्टिंग ग्लो विनसे 3x हैंडसम एक्सक्लूसिवली हिज
He's found a little bit of rhythm. His batting has had a great tri-series. Swing and a miss.
I just feel the surface will suit Dushmanta Chamira. We've seen the natural variations, whether those cracks do come into play and play the same they did a couple of days ago, but he's got the pace. Found a really good length a couple of days ago as well, Dushmanta Chamira with Ishan Malinga against Zimbabwe. The added advantage of pace and the bounce he generates.
Punch down the ground, just a single. And there's always time for a Vigotel mobile selfie moment. As soon as the camera's out, the smiles come out too. It's square leg and a long on. Nobody back on the offside, so might be Farhan backing away as you saw in the previous over, but Shamir has got some pace about him. A slow one, all the pace off. Slightly cold. Bubble feeling it. Salman on the other, hands in the pockets. That's the best way to deal with it. Sitting in dugout, have some tea. Even the cameraman. Don't concentrate on the game, have some tea. Another slow one, chance and taken. Pace off, and Chamira gets the first wicket.
And this is really good from Dushmanta Chamira, just a change of pace. Not having a second gear here, Saibzada Farhan going through with the shot. It is a lovely delivery, he's been outfoxed. And he gets it spot on with the length as well. Simple catch into the offside. Dushmanta Chamira celebrates. Big wicket, really big in the context of the game. Saibzada Farhan only manages 9 to 9. Pakistan 29 for 1.
राबिया का बेस्ट फ्रेंड उसका कैमरा
वाह
और कितना खींचोगे
अम्मी दुनिया को पाकिस्तान की अलग तस्वीर दिखानी है उसकी खूबसूरती की जब तक दिखाऊंगी नहीं रुकूंगी नहीं
मैं इसके ख्वाबों के बीच किसी को नहीं आने दूंगी जरासीम को भी नहीं इसीलिए लाइफ बॉय
बड़े ख्वाबों को दे लाइफ बॉय की बड़ी हिफाजत तो दे जरासीम से 100% यकीनी हिफाजत।
अम्मी मेरी पाकिस्तान की तस्वीर जीत गई।
Babar Azam walks in and the Rawalpindi crowd as usual chanting his name. Jamira. Expectation whenever Babar does walk in, but the slow one worked.
And worked really well, primarily because he found the length. There was the length and the line that did not allow Sajjada Farhan to adjust to the shot. And he's gone through it at the change of pace. A significant one, dropped it right down to 117 Ks. Normally around 140 clicks. That previous delivery 142 to Babar.
Oh, straight, and it's gone. Playing across the line. Edson Radha says out. Huge wicket. Babar just trudges off. He goes without scoring.
What an over, what a wicket, and what a delivery this from Dushmanta Chamira. What a way to back up that delivery from Saibzada Farhan. This is full, this is quick. Just jags back. And he's trapped right in front is Babar Azam. Wrapped around on his pads. And it's a knot he'll want to forget. Pakistan 29 for 2.
राबिया का बेस्ट फ्रेंड, उसका कैमरा,
वाह।
और कितना खींचोगी?
अम्मी, दुनिया को पाकिस्तान की अलग तस्वीर दिखानी है, उसकी खूबसूरती की। जब तक दिखाऊंगी नहीं, रुकूंगी नहीं।
मैं इसके ख्वाबों के बीच किसी को नहीं आने दूंगी, जरासीम को भी नहीं। इसीलिए लाइफ बॉय।
बड़े ख्वाबों को दिए लाइफ बॉय की बड़ी हिफाजत, तो जरासीम से 100% यकीनी हिफाजत।
अम्मी, मेरी पाकिस्तान की तस्वीर जीत गई।
तो शॉपिंग बेशुमार है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन एंड एटीएम, हर जगह चले, फायदे पे फायदा दे। पेपाक, आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवा।
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
कोलगेट ने पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो कैविटी का कोई चांस ही नहीं।
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं, बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी।
Down to third. Chance! Oh! A direct hit. And suddenly, this game has feeling to it.
Absolute chaos in the middle. The captain who would have found himself returning in that very same direction had that ball hit. A little bit of confusion, a couple of wickets. Suddenly find Pakistan camp, slight amount of jitters. 30 for 2 in the 4.1 over so far. And the captain out there who's looking for runs. He could do with a few runs, a skipper with the bat.
Was a single, quick single. This time it's much more comfortable. It's on the mark, off the mark. We're talking about chaos. When Babar Azam fails, you can just feel it. Crowd goes silent, playing across the line. And Sri Lanka know what a big, huge wicket that is.
That's not the first time. It's the second time Chamira has picked him up in a similar fashion. It was bowled in that previous game. Ball just dragging back in. So Dushmanta Chamira has picked Babar Azam twice now in this series.
Oh, brilliant. Shot of a length, and that has been picked up and into the crowd.
At this point, the game seems to have everything in it. From chaos to brilliance, all in a space of a few deliveries. The pickup shot off his hips, the swivel, and the time, all very good from Saim Ayub. He's raced to 27 just with the 17 deliveries. And that is the first maximum of the evening from Pakistan.
Knocks on 37. Saim has 27 of those. Now Sri Lanka want his wicket. Did a few through the offside, but leg side is where Saim is at. Slow bouncer. He's given us wide. Interesting call. Yeah, Malinga not happy at all. It is a slow bouncer. Yeah, maybe. He's just looking at the ball as it passes.
Marginal but fair, Baz. Just over Saim Ayub. The wicket of Saim Ayub, you mentioned rightly so, is so crucial at this point for both sides. Sri Lanka get him and they will surely be ahead. Pakistan will want him to be out there for as long.
Got him! Inside edge onto the stumps! Sri Lanka on a roll! The wicket they needed, the wicket they got!
If there was a time for commentators' curse, well, I've landed one tonight. Important Saim Ayub's wicket was going to be crucial for Pakistan in terms of his batting. Sri Lanka get the better of him. Ishan Malinga with pace, 142 Ks. And he's chucked it back onto his stumps. Sri Lanka celebrate, their quick celebrate. And why not? They've got the home team down. 27 tonight for Saim Ayub. Pakistan in a spot of bother. 38 for 3.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा
नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल नो मोर उलझे बाल
Powerplay 24K Gold Green Beauty Cream Powerplay 24K Gold Green Beauty Cream
Wear your attitude. Darren Sammy by Oscar Ali.
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ हर 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml बॉटल फ्री क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल्स और जीतो लाखों 350 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री
Sri Lanka wanted wickets up front. Shamira with a couple in the previous over. Malinga now with the important wicket. Saim Ayub is looking like he had everything under control in great form.
Yeah, pace, not the width that Saim Ayub thought he had, and he cracks it back onto his stumps.
Full toss, just punt it down the ground.
As prior to Saim Ayub's wicket, we're talking about the importance of his wicket, considering Saib Zadafran had already returned. Babar Azam's T20 form has ebbed and flowed, really hasn't found that fluency since his return. And why that all of that conversation of Saim was important, because the skipper, Salman Ali Agha, in the last 10 innings also hasn't scored enough. Only the 87 runs in the last 10 innings, averaging 13, strike rate under 100. So Pakistan a bit flaky in that middle order.
Down the leg side and head away. And boundary to end the over. Pakistan after 5, 43 for 3.
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और का
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो कहीं से भी और कभी भी
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत
हैंडसम ग्लो चाहिए तो यूज कर विनसे 3x हैंडसम जिसका ट्रिपल एक्शन फार्मूला दे लॉन्ग लास्टिंग ग्लो विनसे 3x हैंडसम एक्सक्लूसिवली हिज
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा
Try goofy.
Try triangle, but goofy.
That's a beauty. Fakhr Zaman in the middle overs also. So remains to be seen how good he will be.
Chamira's first over. When he bowled straight, it was staying low. Farhan tried to go or give himself width. There we go, straight to your ball on a length. The chance of it staying low is there. Chamira, massive strikes.
Yeah, look, pumped up Sri Lanka. They want this. It's a must-win game for them after a very good start with the ball. That's skied up in the air. It's a toughie for the mid-on fielder. Is he good enough to catch this? Does it easily. The captain, Shanaka there, holding fort, maintaining calm, cool composure. And Fakhr Zaman has been dismissed.
Well, he tried to make it a first. Fakhr Zaman tried to take Dushmantha Chamir on. He has never hit a six against Sri Lanka, mind you. He tries. It goes over the Murray Mountains. But Dasun Shanaka was able to keep his eye on it. That's a fabulous catch because it went so high.
Also, it's a cold night, so his hands may just freeze. But he was warming up to the task of getting rid of Fakhr, who could only get one. Pakistan slumped now to 4 wickets down for 43.
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml बॉटल फ्री क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल्स और जीतो लाखों 350 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री।
अरे सुनो
Practice all right, कर देना।
जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और का
पेपाक है तो ऐड टू कार्ट है। पेपाक है इन स्टोर ऑनलाइन एनएटीएम हर जगह चले। पेपाक आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
On top here. Nicely played. Fakhr Zaman there, hoping against hope, pinning his hope for a six, not to be.
Wow, look at how high that goes. Great camera work. They got the eye on the ball as well. Not only Dasun Shanaka. Jeez. He catches it so easily. Those are not easy on a cold night.
That is such a strong statement that has been made by the captain. They are taking a toughie and making it look so easy.
A slip in place. He looks like he's praying because of the cold for sure.
Good player against spin, Usman Khan. Right now, Pakistan in need of a partnership. In domestic cricket, when he played the PSL, he got 200s there in T20 games. He needs to kick on as well. Salman Ali Agha is short on form, but if ever there was a time to lead them from the front, it is now, right now.
There we go again. No, he's not praying. He's trying to keep them warm, blowing into those palms.
It's good aggressive stuff. Three for two in 1.4 overs. It's figure-free moment. Download figure-free app and get the insurance you need on your fingertips or your arms.
The guy in brown, he jumped the gun. He beat the moment. Last ball of the power play. Sri Lanka. They couldn't have asked for more.
Required rate almost 10 now. So a single, and after 6, 45 for 4.
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
कोलगेट ने पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो कैविटी का कोई चांस है?
नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत। मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल, नो मोर उलझे बाल।
पेपर कार्ड है
तो फायदा है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन एंड ATM, हर जगह चले पेपर। आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
कॉफी ओट मिल्क, अपना स्नैक इम्प्रूव करो। अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं, बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी। इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैदा सामान देगा।
Needed to be just a little bit more careful with the shot selection. I mean, very few people pick up his wrong gun. He's so good. Can bowl the flatter variety. He has the flighted variety as well.
Ball's been keeping low from that end. So that's another advantage for Hasaranga.
Oh, yes, close. That is extremely close. And yes, why not? Finger has gone up. It looked dead. I think he's gone for a review. If he hasn't edged it, this is absolutely dead.
TV umpire to director, we have a review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with the front one, please? Ball is close to the bat. Let's confirm with ultra edge, please. Thank you. Waiting for the ultra edge, guys. Yes, thank you. Ultra building up, guys. Ultra is coming up. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Yes. Roll it back one more time, please. Now roll forward and freeze it here. Roll it back. Yes, now freeze it here. I can see the ball. I can see there is a spike when ball next to the bat. Also, there is a no gap between bat and ball. Satisfied? Faisal, you need to reverse your original decision. Stand by. You are on screen now. Make a signal, please.
Yeah, I mean, it happened so quickly. There's a slight inside edge that saved him in the end. But what a good delivery. Bowled the wrong one from closer to the stumps. It was flat and it was accurate. Gotta say, saved by the bell.
Different ball game for Usman Khan, for Salman Ali Agha, Mohammad Nawaz to follow, because they've always come in and been effective, impactful on the back of top order runs. Here it's about digging yourself out of a hole. They've got to build the innings. Very different challenge.
But you want such a challenge. For a team that has been unbeaten in this Tri-Nations, you want to challenge yourself, and now is the time for Pakistan to let the opposition know how good they are. That's a lovely piece of bowling. He's attacking the stumps all the time and hoping one will stay low.
In the meantime, it's Pakistan's smartest hatchback Evie in Rexio. Charge fast, drive smart. Yeah, the leggy with a little bit of more flight. Excellent over comes to an end 47 for 4.
सोने जैसा ग्लो और आज भी वही ग्लो सिर्फ मिलता है विद पार्ले गोल्ड ग्लेम ब्यूटी फेस वॉश से सोने जैसी स्किन विद पार्ले गोल्ड ग्लेम ब्यूटी फेस वॉश
कॉफी ओट मिल्क अपना स्नैक इंप्रूव करो। अरे सुनो, ब्राइट तो सब राइट कर दिया।
हैंडसम ग्लो चाहिए तो यूज कर विन से 3x हैंडसम, जिसका ट्रिपल एक्शन फॉर्मूला दे लॉन्ग लास्टिंग ग्लो। विन से 3x हैंडसम एक्सक्लूसिवली।
Captain has brought himself back into the attack. Good time to bowl a couple of overs. Pakistan feeling the hit, the pinch.
Yeah, get rid of the fifth bowler's overs. Dushman Chamir has bowled a couple, so has Tikshana. Rotating the bowlers is crucial because we've still got a lot of work to do to get over the line. They've done everything right. Sri Lanka runs on the board, early strikes.
Trying to use his feet. Length altered just when it was needed by Shanaka.
And from a batter's point of view, it's a time that they got decisions to make. Do they see Shanaka off, or do they think this is the time they try to put some pressure on Sri Lanka and turn the game back into Pakistan's favour, because you can't let the overs go by. So a lot in that mind.
Excellent bowling, excellent fielding. It's now almost 11 and over. They need big shots, and they need to be played right now.
They'll be thinking Hasaranga at the other end. He's always a handful, but here he's shown that the ball's keeping low. That's a different challenge too, a tougher one. So proper decisions, chances need to be taken.
There's cover there for that pull shot. I think Salman Ali Agha needs to improve his improvisation just a wee bit in T20 eyes. The Ball Tea Lounge, a very important corner for all the tea drinkers. Pakistan's favorite. So what he has to do is to make sure that, he plays the field rather than worrying about his form and worrying about scoring runs in his own particular thing. He's got to survey the field, read the situation. Now it appears as if Pakistan have been forced that panic-stricken situation by Sri Lanka. And it needs a bit of clarity out there.
Sri Lankan seamers today, their groupings have been quite good. 37% of them in that area that we've all been talking about right throughout this tournament. Lots of cracks on this pitch. Variable pace, variable bounce, a little bit of deviation puts the batters off. Sri Lanka have stayed in that zone.
Good over. No boundaries in the over. 50 for 4.
तो शॉपिंग बेशुमार है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन एंड एटीएम हर जगह चले, फायदे पे फायदा दे। पेपाक आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवा।
अरे सुनो, ब्राइट तो सब राइट कर दिया।
सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
Nicely bowled, beautifully bowled. Not an easy customer when the charge is on. You've got somebody like Hasaranga who's got wicket-taking potential. He bowls flat, doesn't get a lot of bounce. Oh, that's travel, that's gone all the way. It made a cracking sound. Just about got it in the middle of the bat. Little bit of flight, and the ball did go a mile in the air.
Massive from Usman Khan. You're right, he tossed it up. That's what he was waiting for. He's got runs here. He knows this ground really well, Usman Khan.
How many times we've seen that it at times requires only one big shot, a couple of big shots to get you back on track, and so that six may just spur them on. They were a little hesitant, and that was a monster strike, 104 meter six.
Just sets you free, doesn't it? Couple of hundreds here in the PSL for Usman Khan.
Yeah, they spin well. Usman Khan was someone who usually bats at number 3 or opens the innings. He really is a smart hitter against spin. This was absolutely blooded, clubbed. That's some sky miles on it. Oh, now that is close, is it? Hitting outside the stumps, maybe. But did not read the wrong one, Salman Aliaga.
I'm with you, slightly outside the line. Sri Lanka still discuss that. That six, I'm reminded by my friends here that it was hit to Murray. Review taken by Shanaka.
TV umpire to director. We have a review for LBW. On-field decision is not out. I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Start with the front on, please. Ball is close to the bat. Let's confirm with the ultra-edge, please. Gap between bat and ball. Flat line when ball next to the bat. Roll it through the pad. Satisfied? No bat involved. You can move on to ball tracking when it's ready, please. Original decision not out. Pitching outside off. Impact outside. Faisal, you can stay with your original decision. Stand by. You're on screen now. Make a signal, please.
Yeah, it's always going to be 50-50, but Sri Lanka felt that if they have an outside chance of getting rid of Salman Aliaga, might as well take it.
Just didn't look right. Well, the way he's approaching, just prodding and lunging, might as well keep him out there. From Sri Lanka's point of view.
Still play, well fielded. Sri Lankans look extremely sharp in the field. It's been good going for them with the ball. 60 for 4.
हैंडसम ग्लो चाहिए तो यूज कर विंसे 3x हैंडसम जिसका ट्रिपल एक्शन फॉर्मूला दे लॉन्ग लास्टिंग ग्लो विंसे 3x हैंडसम एक्सक्लूसिवली हिज
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैदा संभाल लेगा
कॉफी ओट मिल्क अपना स्नैक इंप्रूव करो
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन ये पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
Yeah, more like it. You've got to do that. Take a little bit of risk. Wrapped for a run.
You know, strike. That's all you need to do because Usman Khan seems to be the man who can make a difference here. Side of the bat, the edge. Salman Aliaga. Required rate 11.5, rising rapidly.
It's a wide marginal, but the idea wasn't a great one from Usman Khan trying to work it towards mid-wicket. It's a wide delivery outside the off-seam.
Third over for Shanaka. Great time to get rid of those. Good crowd in, almost a full stadium here, braving the cold, supporting the home team.
Excellent defensive bowling from Shanaka. Piling on the pressure. 121 of 63 balls. They need some magic from either Salman or Usman Khan.
Mohammad Nawaz is in great form, great striking power too, but you ideally need this partnership. Get the required runs to about 80.
Nice, very nice. We'll find the gap, we'll find the fence. Lovely piece of timing from Usman Khan.
Great awareness, great skill as well. No pace to work with. Skips towards the leg side because he knows that's the boundary. That's the area that he can target.
Just 8 fours and 2 6s. Will be a single. Sri Lankans are absolutely charged up in the field. Hello here. Anti-dandruff shampoo. 100% confidence with dandruff-free hair. They've allowed Shanaka to bowl. Almost 3 overs, not for 21. He should have gone for a lot more than just 21. Running hard, but only be a single. So Sri Lankans maintaining their presence on the field with the ball has been an excellent run for them in the first 10. Pakistan 70 for the loss of 4. We'll have a little break for breaks.
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और का तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और का
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
Wear your attitude. Darren Sammy by Asghar Ali.
Triangle by Goofy.
Try Triangle by Goofy. अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं, बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी। इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैदा सामान देगा।
तो ऐड टू कार्ट है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन एंड एटीएम, हर जगह चले पेपाक। आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं, बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी।
नया लाइफ बॉय नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत। मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल, नो मोर उलझे बाल।
Powerplay 24K Gold Green, Beauty Green. Powerplay 24K Gold Green, Beauty Green.
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ हर 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml बॉटल फ्री। क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 1.5 लीटर बॉटल और जीतो लाखों 350 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री।
हैंडसम ग्लो चाहिए तो यूज कर विनसे 3x हैंडसम, जिसका ट्रिपल एक्शन फॉर्मूला दे लॉन्ग लास्टिंग ग्लो। विनसे 3x हैंडसम, एक्सक्लूसिवली हिज।
Welcome back to the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. The match tied up quite nicely. Pakistan required 115 off 60. They've lost the 4 wickets. The fashion in which they fell. Hassan Chanaka's men have come out after the first couple of overs went for runs. It was Dushmanta Chamira into the attack in his very first over. The change of pace delivery to Sajada Farhan. And the one that just darts back in wraps Babar Azam right in front. A couple of wickets in that over, and then Ishan Malanga struck. Sai Mayu. A good catch by the skipper himself. There was a skyer. There was a Fakhr Zaman's undoing. So the halfway mark in the chase, Pakistan required 115. Saranga at bowl is third. Lanka feel with him continuing that they can pick up one more here. Impact of the 4 dots on that Pakistan worm has meant that it just dipped below. Sri Lanka were ahead on runs and wickets at the same stage, 93 for 2. Tommy, so at the start of the day just felt that Pakistan were hit by either it was
Smooth criminal.
like that. Just felt like even when they were bowling 7 bowlers, you and I were on, in fact, with the first 11 overs, Pakistan used 7 bowlers already. Just felt like they were caught a bit off guard. Now, whether that's just casual or whether Sri Lanka has really come up with a game plan and caught Pakistan off guard.
Shot. Good strike. Osman Khan. Yeah, they need that. Need to get some sort of flow here. Going at the run of ball, not sufficient. And very much a case of trying to rebuild. After that break, and this in answer to your question, need to be out of the blocks quickly. At the start of the day, they weren't out the blocks at all. Pakistan chose to bowl and didn't go well with ball in hand at the start. Gotta give kudos to Sri Lanka. 2 games in a row must come and face the pressure of not having played well at the start of the tri-series and have addressed those things, and at this point they're heading in the right direction.
Off the keeper's pads, he runs and buys to end the over. 11 done, 78 for 4.
That rate required.
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
कोलगेट दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो कैविटी का कोई चांस ही नहीं।
पेपर कार्ड है तो फायदा है। इन स्टोर, ऑनलाइन एंड एटीएम हर जगह चले पेपाक।
आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
Osman Khan played a great knock with Fakhr Zaman that first game of this tri-series. Zimbabwe 147 on the board. Pakistan did get over the line eventually, but they found themselves in a similar position with 4 down. It was Fakhr and Usman who came to the party, and on your point there, Pommy, yes, they're going to take the game deep, but the run rate has to be kept in check.
Yeah, and the shots being played, just giving himself room there. Also in the previous over, getting it through the offside. It shows you they're trying to do that. That'll be wide. touch and go. Just see with the movement in the crease, across it and back into it. Yeah, it didn't move. Feigned to move, yeah, touch and go. Could have been called not a wide, and that would have been right too.
That's definitely going to be called. Overcompensating, going for the wide Yorker, the previous delivery.
The work that Pakistan have to do here, Salman and Usman, has to be work that is sufficient, that there is enough pressure that transfers back to the bowling side. So just stay in touch. And that's all to do with what happens with regard to the rate required.
Well, it's time for the favorite part for the crowd. KFC, flip the bucket, land it on your head. Get finger-licking good prizes. A couple of wides, so just the two deliveries have gone for 5. Pakistan searching for the boundary just to keep up with the rate. And that will be the boundary. Even better, add 2 more, so a maximum courtesy the captain. That's a really good stroke. It was a slot delivery, but still had to be put away.
Most impressive about this is the management of risk. He's going aerial, but there are less fielders in the deep on the offside, so manipulates it with his wrists, and he gets it right out the middle, and it goes all the way for 6. Some shot that from Salman.
And look to run hard. And the slip might disallow them the 2. This is very good. Very good from Pakistan. Still 1 delivery in the piece. Beg your pardon, 2 more deliveries and 13 have already come off it.
Yeah, nice batting. Really good work. You watch batters as they operate and they kind of manage the scoreboard. And the game then dictates to them how much risk to take and when to take it. 13 off to this point. How good. That's excellent fielding. That is brilliant from Lanka. A dot here, a dot there. More pressure applied.
This is top quality athleticism. In the follow through, hasn't even gone all the way to hold momentum and go in a completely different direction. And more importantly, keep control of the ball. So a dot delivery, looking for 1 more to close the over out. Quickly, just the 1. Oh, they're running hard, they're running back, and they run through for 2. This is really good running from Salman and Usman. 50 partnership also comes up between the 2. 15 runs from the over, 93 for 4.
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं। बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी। इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दे। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा।
अरे सुनो, ब्राइट तो सब राइट कर दिया।
कॉफी ओट मिल्क, अपना स्नैक इंप्रूव करो।
नया लाइफ पॉइंट नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ, जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत। मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल, नो मोर उलझे बाल।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
Parley Ayurvedic Cream Bleach में मौजूद natural ingredients. Parley Ayurvedic Cream Bleach. The chance to
As that found the fence comfortably. Usman Khan with a couple of big blows, and that'll help. More importantly, to Hasaranga on the first delivery. Pressure back on the bowler.
Heart and mouth stuff this. He strikes it. It's a fantastic strike. But I tell you what, as it goes up in the air, long on's just standing there.
This one should be held out. Is one too many. Needless, you might say, in the end. Skipper's disappointed, and rightly so. Usman Khan has to go. Hasaranga, after that big blow on the very first delivery, strikes back.
Steeliness of nerve of a quality operator in Wanindu Hasaranga. The ball before was the same sort of ball, looped up. Look at that reaction from the skipper. He kind of pointing behind him saying, you've just hit him for 6. First ball of the over, you don't need to do it again. He's one of their best, if not the best. His good innings comes to an end in a disappointing way, Usman. Pakistan now 5 down for 99.
Parley Ayurvedic Cream Bleach में मौजूद natural ingredients. Parley Ayurvedic Cream Bleach. 50 रुपए की प्राइस में अब आप cream bleach क्यों? तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और का।
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं। बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी। इनको पुराने तरीके
with him. And Wanindu Hasaranga has got the ball on a string. One of the best in the business. Not often does a batter take him down repeatedly, and it's exactly what happened with Usman Khan. One big 6. Similar delivery, and he goes again.
So much going on there with that wicket. We were just describing the over before, the wonderful management. I was going to mention Michael Bevan, limited overs cricket in times past, who was magnificent at working it out, 2s, 3s, 1s. That's the wicket that you see, and he's going, oh, why have I done that? His skipper also saying, why have you done that? You didn't need to. Just do what you need to just keep the pressure on your opposition, to keep your team winning the game. And he recognized it. And sometimes I think you've got to give it to the bowler for actually bowling the delivery. You still played an injudicious shot. But he could have turned up and fired the next one in. He didn't. He lobbed it up, probably drew him outside off and said, go again. And got the wicket. Oh no, 3 for 5.
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा संभाल लेगा।
कैविटी है क्या? मैं स्कूल कैसे जाऊंगा?
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
कोलगेट दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो कैविटी का कोई चांस ही नहीं।
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और का।
खाना बनाओ मैजिकल कोका कोला मैजिकल ऑफर के साथ और 1.5 लीटर बॉटल पर जीतो 350 ml.
More importantly, broke a partnership 56 between Usman Khan and Salman Ali Agha, who were keeping up with the rate. 15 runs had come from the previous over. 6 of the first delivery of Hasaranga's over. Last 30 runs, 53 for 1. So Pakistan had it controlled. What that does now also is, Tommy, just applies pressure on Salman Ali Agha, who was, yes, playing his shots, but he was looking to hit the gaps, run hard. Usman Khan on the other end was taking the bowling attack on in terms of the big shots, the boundaries. Now that has to change.
What he'll hope is that it stays the same. Nawaz, still a good player. What they gain is a right and left combination. They'll hope they can, at the very least, rotate the strike, but they'd like for Nawaz to get going straight away. It's not one where you can only go at one end. Each one's got to do enough to keep you in the game. And they're also kind of blessed with batting a long way down. Generally, teams these days down to 8 will have batters who are able to affect the game. 80 from 40, you'd rather be the bowling side, certainly on this surface and in the way things have gone in this match. Yeah, what a champion operator, Wanindu Hasaranga. There's the one, goes for 6. Looped up again, and it turns more. He's ripped that one and said, right, go again. And yeah, sucked in. When you're 2 down and you try and go again, it's not so bad. But 4 down to 5 down. And you were in, and you were kind of bossing it, just shifting the momentum of it, getting the control of the chase. And now, new batter in, and a partnership must form again. You've kind of just given away the initiative.
And that too in the 13th over. We made that point where we were just at the 11th over, whether Usman and Salman could keep that same rate between 10, 11, 12 runs and over for the next 4 or 5 overs. Then you're down within the 30-35 run range to win. That is cheeky, that is smart, and very, very effective from the captain. That is quite exquisite in terms of execution also from the Salman Ali Agha.
Nicely done, effective. Knows where the gaps are. He's shown us already. Wonderful dexterity just to ensure that he gets himself into the right position to manipulate the ball to where he wants it to go. Up to 31. Couple of 4s and a 6. And so far, doing it nicely. Will need help from the other end. That's the boundary they need, just to stay in touch. On one leg.
Exercise for the umpire. Well, this is quite good from Vigotel, giving away free mobile handset. So if you get a ticket, you come down here, you could be the lucky winner. Nine runs off the over, 1 more to go from the captain, Shanaka. Salman Ali Agha, who will look to outsmart him now. Third has gone back on the boundary after that delivery was hit. Just as I say that, third is coming back up again, and mid-off is falling back to long off. Full and straight with protection down the ground. Both fine and third up in the ring. 10 of the over, 14 done, 113 for 5.
Feel free QR कोड स्कैन करो और इंस्ट्रक्शंस फॉलो करो तो ले आओ 8 लीटर बॉटल्स और जीतो लाखों 350 ml बॉटल्स बिल्कुल फ्री।
Joined by Mohammad Nawaz. Shana to bowl. For a couple of overs, the start of the innings here. Now he's back to complete his spell. Here with a couple, Malinga with a couple, so as opposed to Pakistan using 7 bowlers, Lasan Shanaka sticking to the 5. Look at Jamira's figures. Couple of overs, 3 wickets just for the 3 runs. Massive plus to have up his sleeve, Shanaka. He'll be having a couple of more to bowl.
Yeah, the hope is that the same form continues. Different story, you come up to the back end. Different job to do, different pressures. He was trying to get it started, he did.
Brilliant. Absolutely belted through the offside. Salman Aliaga with a point to prove tonight.
Wonderful touch. His in-to-out play has been exquisite. Whether he's going up into the air, hit a 6 over extra. Now just moving the ball into the gap to beat cover, but also the cover sweeper. And away for 4, there's his boundary.
Once again, very well timed off the bat. And he's got that smile because he could have been either way, left or right, could have gone for 4. Why do you want to be right in there? The Pal Tea Lounge, enjoying Pakistan's finest cup of tea.
He missed out there, Salman Aliaga. Just a change in field after that shot, bowling it quickly. Here's Tikshana. So backward points gone to defence and deep backward squares come in.
And this is toying with the field. This is absolutely brilliant from Salman. A field change that we just pointed out. And he says, well, I'll show you one better.
It's one thing to think it. It's a whole other thing to be able to execute. And where they are the fielders is where he's trying to get the ball to. And so far, he's managed to each time. It's a super shot, that, because it's fetched it from a long way outside off to get it into the gap that's just been opened.
Really good control. This is top stuff from the skipper. 15 done, 124 for 5.
अरे सुनो ब्राइट तो सब राइट कर दिया
नया लाइफ पॉइंट नेचुरली सिल्की शैम्पू मेथी दाना और कलौंजी के साथ जो बालों को बनाए सिल्की और मजबूत। मेथी दाना और कलौंजी का कमाल, नो मोर उलझे बाल। तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल दानेदार का एक और कप।
Of the final 5, this partnership 25 of 17. Just seems as if this match is going to go right till the end. Malinga to Salman Aliaga. Salman Aliaga now 42 of just 32. Chips it. Oh, almost doesn't carry.
5 overs to go, 60 runs, 61 it was, 60 of 29. Very wide of off stump. Malinga, he's got 2 overs. Dushmanta Chamira, 3 for 3 in his 2 overs. And Tikshana, those are the options for Shanaka. Options you'd like to have at this stage. But it's tough. Very cold, dewy. The runs are on the board.
Nicely bowled, pace off. And sends him back quickly.
That's the difference when you have runs on the board.
The highly anticipated film, Nilofer, starring Fawad Khan and Myra Khan, will make its nationwide release on 28th of November. This one has all the ingredients for a great film. Advance tickets are now open, so book your tickets now. Tomorrow. Oh, short ball hits the bat. The periscope was up. It was a slow short ball. And he still gets a single.
Good call from the captain. Would have been a dot, if not for the periscope. Good over so far from Malinga. Just the 2 singles. 1 good over is what Sri Lanka need. They've done so much good work here today.
Wide delivery. He's just worried about the little sweep. There's a call for a no ball from
the non-striker asking if it was a no ball because the ball pitches outside the pitch, but in this instance it didn't. Hence it will be a wide.
Slow one. It's okay.
Outside the cut strip. It's okay. Took a long while to see that.
Yeah,
that does.
Again, outside the offside, trying to hide this. Salman Ali Agha wants 2. They will get 2.
Just the batsman they like. Mohammad Nawaz, a good striker towards the end. The last 20-30 runs. He can get them in a hurry. Salman Ali Agha's paced this innings well. Started slowly. Now gathering pace. It's a good hit out for Pakistan too. They've had it quite easy so far to be really tested, to test the lower middle order.
Yeah, they've just been too good, haven't they? Last couple of...
Who are you talking about?
Pakistan. You know what I'm talking about. Again, slow shot and wide again. So unforced errors in this over.
Well, he's trying his variations. He tried the wide Yorker, that was almost off the pitch. This one, the slower bounce. It sticks in the pitch and goes over. He's gone for 35, Malinga. Just got to hold his head up and get through this over.
All picked up and hit out of the park. Brings up his 50 with a maximum and with super style.
When the chips are down, that's when Salman Ali Agha shows his best. Geez, what a half century that is. 4 for 43. Built a couple of partnerships. He's got himself to 51, striking at just under 150. They're in with a sniff. They're in the hunt, Pakistan.
Wide again. It's been a problem this over.
He's bowled 6 wides, Lasser. Ishan Malinga.
Lasset wouldn't bowl 6 wides.
Pressure does strange things to people. Not only the players out there. Well, they're on the edge of their seats, the crowd, they believe. Mishara, also a good striker of the ball to come.
Yeah, 13 off. Last delivery of the 16th. Goes wide again. A dot ball to it. 13 off that over. Pakistan now require 48 of the final 4.
अब बैंक अकाउंट खोलने ब्रांच जाने की जरूरत नहीं, बस अभी अस्करी डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग ऐप डाउनलोड करो और फौरन अकाउंट खोलो, कहीं से भी और कभी भी।
पेपाक है तो ऐड टू कार्ट है। पेपाक है इन स्टोर ऑनलाइन एनीटीएम हर जगह चले। पेपाक आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
12 runs to the over required. Mishara has 1 over, a couple of overs for Jamira. Interesting if Malinga gets another one.
Well, he's got nowhere else to go. Lanka has to bowl the 19th, because this one, the Chamira has to come on the other end. So 18 and 20 to Chamira.
Swing and a miss.
Dictionary also has been expensive. Now 12 and over in that final dash is gettable. It's 12 and over 10 overs. Gets hard, but this final dash, it's a lot closer. Sri Lanka were 145 for 3 at this particular stage in their innings.
It's good. Yorker length into the onside. Salman Aliaga is off. I'm back for 2. Oh! What's going on there? Shy at the stumps. Another run leaked.
Salman Aliaga slowed down to let the throw pass because he did see it was wide. Dikshana had a go. I don't think that was necessary though. But now what it does is, it's got Salman Aliaga on strike, who is finding the boundary with ease. Mohammad Nawaz, for that matter, is less than 100. 100 his strike rate.
Full and wide. Yorker lands or just a single. That's a good place to be. No pressure, tension. Rickman also feeling the pinch. Huge game for Sri Lanka. You win this, you get another chance. You get in the final.
They showed a lot of heart, how they picked themselves up in the last game, and this one played a lot of good cricket. They need to finish it off.
Down, just a single. Singles won't hurt.
They lost 8 on the trot till they won again Zimbabwe.
The KFC, the official food partner.
When it mattered, do or die game against Zimbabwe, they were brilliant. Bowling initially, and then Nisanka led the chase. Today batted brilliantly well. Started off with the ball, exceptional.
Oh, extra cover. He is nailed that. Inside out. Out of the ground.
Oh boy, oh boy. Goes inside out. He gets it exactly where he wanted it. Amazing, Salman Aliaga. Oh, and another wonderful partnership between these two. 49 of 31. Dikshana's last ball. He's gone for 41 already.
Yeah, 11 of this over. Goes wide again, so just a single, but Pakistan do get the 12 of the 17th. 149 for 5.
एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
तो हो जाए सोनी।
looking for the big one.
Now, captain's been fabulous. Bragging at over 150. And they know it. He's got the key right now to this game.
Well, new ball did the job. When Dushmanta Chamira had it in his hand, he's got it once again, but different conditions, different situation. The pressure firmly on Sri Lanka now. They need to defend this because a lot rides on it. Dushmanta Chamira, 3 wickets, 3 runs in his 2 overs bowled. He can deliver just one more good over, 1 wicket here.
Yeah, they need a wicket. They need Salman Ali Agha. He's taking the game away. So one extra way. Just nice stop. And they sneak a single.
Slow ball, 150 on the board. Great chase. Under pressure Pakistan, but fighting back. This is really good stuff from both teams.
The Fikr Free moment. Download Fikr Free app now and get the insurance you need on your fingertips.
You know what, Baz? The game has come into that zone where Mohammad Nawaz is at his best. It's only 9 of 10, but it's always at this stage, towards the end, that he expresses himself. Salman Ali Agha has got them there.
Jamila into the pitch and pumped away. That is massive. That is a huge 6. It is Nawaz.
Tremendous batting, tremendous belief, way behind in the chase. 4 down for 4-3. A partnership of 56 and now a partnership of 57 has now got Pakistan as favourites. What a turnaround. Something special. Shanaka needs it, he knows.
Well, those faces have changed. It is Pakistan. The crowd are up. 29 of 16. They need a wicket. They need a couple of wickets. They need back-to-back wickets to Sri Lanka.
Now, if you look at where Sri Lanka were in their innings, they were 154 for 4. So Pakistan have gone ahead.
Nawaz again, eyeing leg side. They shine, slices it away down to third. Another boundary.
Pace on offer. Third man in the circle. Goes with the angle, Nawaz. 11 off 3. They're getting closer. $25 or 15. Can you believe it? How it's turned around? Well, this is the test Pakistan needed so far. They're passing with flying colours.
And if you want to calm down in the excitement, make your way to the Tapal Tea Lounge. Pakistan's #1 tea brand, Tapal Tea. This partnership 61 of 35. And suddenly it is all Pakistan. Zimbabwe in their hotel. Team must be cheering them on. Shine Chapredi runs in with the gloves.
And 20 minutes ago, everyone was thinking different. Other than the 2 batters in the middle who had different plans, paced it out nicely. Pakistan's game to lose.
Salman Ali Agha striking 150. Now suddenly Nawaz striking 158. Shot one, absolutely hit down. Over mid-wicket for 6 and then sliced away. Down to third. He's a very capable bat. We know he's been in prime form since he's come back into the team.
First 2 overs I mentioned, just couldn't get back on ball. And now it's just flying to all parts. Chamira around the wicket.
Sri Lanka need a wicket. They need something to stop this flow. And that's a Yorker, but it down the ground. Now Salman Ali Agha will take strike.
Yeah, but Pakistan don't have to try too hard now. They're already up to the rate. 2 overs to go. Malinga. He's got 1 over. He's been expensive. He's bowled lots of wides. The experienced man is the one who can change things around. Salman Ali Agha. Fought fine legs in the circle. Third man. Pointer, backward point. They're all in the circle.
And to the offside. Single result.
Yeah, they've done the hard work. Now make sure you just keep chipping away. Get closer. Really good from Salman Ali Agha. Geez, every ball there's a change of gloves. What's going on?
The Vigotel Mobile, the giveaways. If you're lucky enough, you'll come to the ground and you'll get a mobile for your troubles. Brilliant. The 13 deliveries, 23 to get. Nawaz now settles in with his gloves. Chairman PCB Mohsin Naqvi watches on. Round the wicket, Nawaz will be thinking a boundary to end the over. Hits it down towards long on. Just beat a single, good bit of fielding. So now 2 overs remain, 163 for 5.
In store, online and ATM, हर जगह चले दीपक। आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
सोने जैसा ग्लो और आज भी वही ग्लो सिर्फ मिलता है विद पार्ले गोल्ड ग्लेम ब्यूटी फेस वॉश से। सोने जैसी स्किन विद पार्ले गोल्ड ग्लेम ब्यूटी फेस वॉश।
तो हो जाए सोनी धरती के नाम टपाल गानेदार का एक और कप।
There's been a huge issue with the gloves, they're coming in and out, and again a change of gloves.
Every ball, really?
Salman Ali Agha before the game, visualizing, making sure that he is right there, and he executed in the game. Captain needed runs, and what a time, what a moment that he's picked Pakistan in a spot of bowler. And he's come up with 61 or 41. Game hasn't finished yet. 22 to get off 12 deliveries. Hopefully those gloves are fine now.
Ishan Malinga. 42 in 3 overs. He's got to deliver here for Sri Lanka. Shot fine and 2 in the circle.
Oh, struck away over extra. And over the top of the boundary rider. Maximum. No one's to the party.
So easy. They make it look so simple. Wide in the slot though. He's bowled a slower one. He has to. Because I was trying to say the 2 fielders in the circle on the offside. Behind square. So you give it pace. It's going to run to third man. But the length perfect. Hands on head. Round the wicket now, Malinga.
16 to get now. Nawaz hits it. Not as well this time. And it's taken. Pace Hasaranga with the catch. Malinga has a wicket.
Just a breather for the Sri Lankans. Gave himself a little bit of room, Mohammad Nawaz. Malinga followed him. Slightly shorter as well against. Couldn't just get underneath it. This one, a lot slower. 103 Ks. Pakistan have got it down to 16 off 10. Thanks to Nawaz's contribution as well. 27 to him. 169 for 6.
स्टोर ऑनलाइन एनएटीएम हर जगह चले बेबाक आज ही अपने बैंक से बनवाएं।
इनको पुराने तरीकों से ऑर्डर करने दें। मोर देन 2 लाख ग्रोसरी आइटम्स के साथ आपका ऑर्डर फूड पैंडा सामान देगा।
तुम ना एक्टिंग स्कूल जाओ।
हर माँ जानती है कि कोलगेट मैक्सिमम कैविटी प्रोटेक्शन दे पूरे 24 घंटे तक कैविटी से हिफाजत।
Left-hander, so Malinga still from round the wicket. Oh, catch opportunity. Hit it back and he's been floored, but this catch was taken.
That's the wicket. Very much slower. Through the shot early. Look, one hand comes off too. The hunter pouches it. 15 required. 15 required. Mohammad Nawaz, he played his part in that partnership of 70. He's up against Salman Ali Aga now, Malinga.
Now 15 to get of 9. Wide outside the off stump, a single. 18 innings remain. Pakistan get these 14. It is Zimbabwe who play Pakistan.
Yep. Needing a win. This is the ball that Malinga needs to focus on. The best delivery that he's ever bowled. He's gone for 50. He's picked up 2 wickets. Been trying to stop that shot by Fahim Ashraf. A couple of balls ago, he's done a bit of damage. Massive delivery in the context of this game. Malinga will go around the wicket.
It's it in the air, extra cover. Does he find a gap? Yes, he does, and it skips over to the fence. Important hit to the fence.
Down to 10. Still 7 balls remaining. He's bowled a slower one, but wide of the stumps. Which just allows Fahim Ashraf to throw his hands at it. Last ball of Malinga's over. Can he at least save 10 for Chamira to try and defend?
Is that a wide? No, it's not. It's a dot ball. But it is going to the 20th over. And there is 10 runs required. 175 for 6. Pakistan lead 10. It is Chamira. Slow on, beats him. A terrific start to the over.
Relief for the Sri Lankans. That one gripped. It was a leg cutter from Chamira. Really well bowled. Pakistan's highest successful chase against Sri Lanka in T20 internationals came in Colombo in 2015, and that score was 174.
5 deliveries, 10 to get. Third and fine in the circle. So one in the air. Will it carry? No. Just be the single.
Ishan Malinga looked like he ran the wrong line, looked like he got himself into trouble. But he was lucky the ball didn't skid past him. Kind of plugs. Well, 1 run of 2 deliveries in the last over. He'll go around the wicket. Dushmantha Chamira, he's up against Fahim Ashraf. He's got to get the field right. He's got to get his plan right. Fine leg in the circle. Short third man. Backward point. And extra cover. They're the 4. It's just one hit, isn't it? For Pakistan, they've been getting many hits in the last 3-4 overs. One hit here is what Fahim Ashraf will be thinking.
Chamira will be thinking, as long as he doesn't concede a boundary, doesn't concede that elusive boundary right now, the pressure's back on Pakistan. Round the wicket to Fahim Ashraf. Hit down the ground, running hard. Oh, misfield! That is 4. Gives away an extra run.
Johnny Pullian again. Charged in. It's not a time to lift your head and look up. He was lucky that Ishan Malinga was running around and he was able to hold that in. It's not only the runs, it's what it does to your confidence or belief at this stage. They got 2 runs. Pakistan, 7 required of 3, no change to the field.
Now all eyes glued to this. Oh, brilliant joker, huge. And given. This is a fantastic delivery. Straight away, it's reviewed.
He'll review it, but what will happen here is that'll be a dot ball. So it'll be 7 off 2. But I think he's right in front though.
TV umpire to director, we have a review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I have checked the feed, it's a fair delivery. Start with the front one, please. Roll it back. Now roll it forward. Frame by frame, please. Yes, I can see the ball hits the bat first, then back. Satisfied? Asan, you need to reverse your original decision. Stand by. You are on screen now. Make a second, please.
It was straight best. I'm not wrong, but it hit the bat.
Yeah, absolutely huge inside edge. But because it was given out, the single doesn't count. Mike Hesson now will, but it is the rule. We all know the ruling.
With the ball's considered dead the moment the decision is given, and hence no runs. Another bonus for Sri Lanka is it's Fahim Ashraf on strike and not Salman Ali Agha. This is the delivery. Dushmantha Chamira.
Oh, hit in the air, chance in the dig, and taken. Captain takes the catch. Chamira with another wicket and the very last over.
Dasun Shanaka, he's banished Johnny Clean again. The coach not happy, we understand why, but that's the rules of the game. Chamira's picked up his 4th. And when required, Dushmantha Chamira is bowling a wonderful over. He's bowled 5 balls for 3 runs. He's picked up a wicket. Fahim Ashraf He made 7. Pakistan are 178 for 7.
Wilson Jr. walks in. 7 to win, but it is 6 for a super over. Shamira, who's just conceded 3 in his first 5 deliveries. He's been fabulous. Can he pull one of those jokers again?
A lot rests on this delivery from Sri Lanka's point of view.
Oh, the Yorker! Shamira's done it! What a fabulous 20th over! And Sri Lanka, back-to-back victories. They qualify for the final. Fabulous performance by them.
Brilliant, brilliant. You can see the relief in Sanat Jayasuriya's face. Jeez, they were down and out 4-5 days ago. Fought back. There have been so many positives with the bat, with the ball, but nothing more important than this final over from Dushmantha Chameera. 10 to defend with Pakistan striking them to all parts. He got his execution right. A slower ball to start the over, and then some perfectly executed Yorkers. Sri Lanka, they're up and running, they're breathing again.
Now, what a performance. 4 overs, 4 for 20. That final over was 10 required. He has bowled an amazing 20th over. Just given away 3, got the wicket as well. Sanat Jayasuriya, he can breathe. Pakistan, they needed this game. They needed to cross the line, but they needed a close game. It will be some encounter on Saturday now.
Different ball game comes Saturday. It's a final. Pakistan have been very, very good. And even in this loss today, they showed tremendous heart in that chase. They'll take a lot of positives. The team getting better and better, but from Sri Lanka's point of view, geez, it's a tour that they wanted to forget, and they really did need to show up for the last 2 games. The last overs, the slower delivery, bit of a leg cutter. Salman Ali Agha was off strike with that, and then to the left hand of Fahim Ashraf. Bit of clumsy work from Liana Gate. And then Fahim Ashraf holding out. The last ball as well, a brilliant Yorker from Chameera. That's it, boy. You were brilliant.
Yeah, what a performance from Sri Lanka. They put into bat. Batted well, got to a total. And at one stage it seems as if Salman Ali Agha and Nawaz would take the game away. But not so. Farhan dismissed early for 9. Saim Ayub looked good for 27. But Salman Ali Agha, 63 not out for 44. Usman Khan got 33. Nawaz with 27. But they fell short. 178 for 7.
Brilliant start for Sri Lanka with the ball. Chanaka got through his 4 overs for 32, which was brilliant from him. Chameera, 2 wickets, 3 wickets in his first spell. Came back to defend with Pakistan fighting back and getting back on top. Hasaranga again as usual did a job. But they were tested, they were put under tremendous pressure, but found a way.
Pakistan came up firing with Saim Ayub especially. Boundaries through the offside, crunched this one. It was Saim Ayub being able to hit it through the offside and the leg side. And Pakistan were on their way, but it was Jamira. Firstly with a slow one to get rid of Saibzada Farhan, and then with pace up, got rid of Babar.
That's where it changed. Saimayubu was going well, played on. Salman Ali Aga started slowly. Fakhar Zaman tried to hit a six. He's never hit a six against Sri Lanka. 4 for 43. In trouble for Pakistan. Geez, Usman Khan. He can strike a ball. It was a good partnership of 56.
And suddenly the momentum of the game shifted to Pakistan. That was wicket and mid off, but then a shot too many. Tried to drag Hasaranga. Big moment in the game. Hasaranga got a wicket.
That's when Salman Ali Aga started improvising, showed power, and somehow got Pakistan ahead in the game. Last 4 overs, 48, that's 12 runs an over. Well within reach, Mohammad Nawaz. At that stage of the game where he loves it. And with both batters going from both ends, Sri Lanka looked in deep trouble. Mohammad Nawaz pulled out to Malinga's slower delivery. But the runs kept flowing. Pakistan were getting closer. The last over needed 10. Sri Lanka, well, they only defended 10 in the last over once before in T20 internationals. But thanks to Dushmantha Chamira, conceding just 3 runs. They celebrate, they smile.
Now Sri Lanka needed this badly, and they've come